Yeah, the risk. We got one life to live. Gotta live it to the fullest. Life is war. Gotta be a soldier.
Dylan Orms. I've been around a lot of kids in a lot of sports, and Dylan is a special kid that you only see come down the pipe every once in a while. He's, this year, Dylan could have chose to be a lot of things. I mean, he could have been a way different person than he is, and I've seen it happen to a lot of kids. They get some success and they change who they are. The success didn't change Dylan in a bad way. It changed him, and he's become even a better person. I mean, the kid's the 4A player of the year in football, and he's the most humble athlete that I've been around about his accomplishments and accolades that have come his way. He never brags, he never boasts, he never tells you about it. He just has a humble confidence about, this is what I'm going to do and this is how it's going to go. And we waited for Dylan to come out, and he was beat up, and I didn't know if he would even be able to play. And I just kept my fingers crossed and hoped that, please God, let him play. Because I wanted to play. It was selfish for me, because not because I didn't think we could win without him, but I wanted to watch him. I like to watch people's faces when he's on the floor. My favorite play of the whole year, we're playing Bear Creek, and they got that little Spitzel, whatever his name was, Spitzelberger, who's acting all hard on Lucas, trying to act like he's a tough guy, pushing and shoving, and he was their quarterback, and thought he was a tough guy. And it was right in front of our bench. They spin around. Dylan kind of gives him a little hip check, and he spins around, and he chests up with Dylan, and he's going to get all bad, and then he sees it's Dylan, and he kind of pats him on the back. Like, oh. And I remember telling him, yeah, you don't want any of the big dogs, do you? And he kind of looked at me, and because it would just set the tone for how the presence that the kid brought to the game. And Dylan's, stats aren't what you would say, geez, this. Look at what he does. What he brings isn't a number. What he brings is a feeling. What he brings is an accomplishment, a calming effect to the rest of us, and a competitiveness that you don't see in a lot of people. He is the ultimate competitor. He's just, man, what a good kid. I mean, I've known him. I coached him when he was 8 years old. I used to chew his butt because he never put his hands underneath the center the right way. And I'd yell at him to get down in there, and he'd fumble, and I'd get on him. And man, I'm thinking he was 8 years old taking the wrath of a high school kid, and he didn't cry, he didn't back down, he just competed all the time. And I always knew that he'd do something special. I knew that he would be a great player. You just see something about him. And again, what I liked this year, when Dylan didn't play, he sat on the bench with us when he was waiting out to feel better. And he'd say things, he'd tell me things, and again, he had a sense for the game. And he gave me confidence sometimes, and I know he gave Lucas confidence, and I know he gave Matt confidence that, they've been around each other a long time. And never a negative thing, but he'd challenge you. He would come up and challenge you about how you were going to go. And I know I saw him change Lucas on a couple of nights from, it's not going to go our way to, Lucas, we need you, get your butt in gear, and really was instrumental in changing the game, not with his play, but with his support of his teammate. And you don't see that. And he's a mature young man. I'm so proud of him, and I'm glad he's going to Greeley so I can go watch him. I know, man, you talk about the diamond in the rough, and you talk about people that are going to just thank God they took him, because there's a lot of other people that screwed up by not taking him. But Greeley's lucky to have him. I've been lucky to coach him, and I'm going to miss you, Dylan. You're a great kid, a great player, and I love you.